Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm gonna start with today's morning show. Now, ahead of the match we will play on Sunday against Crystal Palace, Oliver Glasner will be the Crystal Palace manager. He on the talk. Now, if say e sure for am, say dem know wetin dem go do to stop Arsenal. So you don watch Atletico Madrid match, and in fact, the things wey you expect say Arsenal go do for that match, na Arsenal do. You get? So e sure for am. So you don observe, you don do your homework. So when dey talk about this thing, I just dey laugh because their own match they just play for the Conference League, they lost. I think they lost against AEK Larnaca. They lost. But if you don't watch AEK Larnaca, to know how they play, to know what you need to do. Now you know what you need to do. Now, when you read the entirety of the report put out by TBR, they said Oliver Glasner sent warning. Can you imagine? Sent warning to Mikel Arteta ahead of Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Now, Oliver Glasner says he knows exactly how he plans to set up against Arsenal. You get? When you further go down the report, you can see where he was telling the official Crystal Palace Football Club website that he knows exactly what his Crystal Palace side must do to stifle Arsenal, saying it's not the first time we'll play Arsenal. I watched yesterday's game against Atletico Madrid. Wow, Arsenal are in good shape. But honestly, they did not change the way they play. Yes, they didn't. We know exactly what we want to do there at the Emirates Stadium. But we will talk about Arsenal in fact on Friday he'll give us the lowdown, give us a plan. And go take do am. Which will be the Friday today, because everybody will do the press conference to explain who they are available, who they are available. You get so Mikel Arteta self gets his own secret weapon in a very easy. In as much as Oliver Glasner is claiming that okay, he knows what to do against us, how to stifle our attacks, how to stop us. We self will get secret weapon. And whether Arteta will come use that secret weapon to get insider information, get into the head of Oliver Glasner to know how he sets up his teams. Because Arteta dey do am normally, he go say, how far? I take the setup na pressing, na this one, na that one, wetin dey sup, ability dey go give am the low down. But regardless, ability is here or no ability is here, Arteta know it. In fact, we don't need any special formation or any special tactics. We are playing at the Emirates Stadium. This is a fortress. People wey pass you, wey senior you, senior your grandfather, they don't come here collect. So who be you? So in fact, I'm expecting an Arsenal win or an Arsenal win. There is no two ways to look at it again, because Liverpool will first of all play, I think, on Saturday. They are going to the GTech Community Stadium. So once we don't see their results, hopefully they draw. You get? I don't think they will lose, but hopefully I think they will draw. Because with the injuries that happen, they get Frimpong and the Isak, they get so many injury concerns. So it will really affect the way they will play. But more just to watch and see how everything will unfold at the end of the day. Now, moving away from that, so TNT Sports, okay, that's what I was telling you, that AEK Larnaca are soaking up the atmosphere at Selhurst Park after their win over Crystal Palace. Imagine AEK knock them. Oh, they don't see plan to do. Now we. Now, in another angle for this Sean Dyche, I did very, very happy for him, because Sean Dyche, the first game in charge of Nottingham Forest, him win. And not just a small win, a very big win against a team like FC Porto, where they're unbeaten in like maybe 11-12 games. So, no be small thing. Now, Ange Postecoglou at Nottingham Forest, 8 games, 0 win. Sean Dyche at Nottingham Forest, 1 game, 1 win. A perfect start for Sean Dyche, where many people they look at as a defensive-minded manager. Now, Sean Dyche, in first game for Nottingham Forest, you see the club record their first win since first clean sheet since April. Can you imagine? So they beat FC Porto 2-0. So the media, everybody's raving about them. Now, in fact, when they watch press conference after the game, when they interview their Morgan Gibbs White. So in fact, even Morgan Gibbs White said and say, "Oh, thank God, I feel like I can finally breathe." Now, Gibbs, right when they talk, say the structure of Ange Postecoglou and structure of the team no really understand. They were playing with a back three. Say when Sean Dyche come, Dyche come tell them say, see, we are going back to the basics. I saw you people play with the back four last season and you had a lot of joy. Let's go back to that. So as they went back, everything came alive. The system started working. So that's why they're very, very happy. They win 2-0, at the end of the day. So myself, are they happy for them? Nottingham Forest are the first team to beat Porto this season. Before tonight, Porto will get 11 games unbeaten. You see, no be small win then win. So are they happy for them? Now, and Slot never stopped in lamentation. Baba say in the last 4 or 5 games we have played, we were not able to press the opponents because why? The ball wasn't on the ground, it was in the air. So people they play long against them. This man, I don't really understand. That's why the other day complained say Manchester United no start Sesko. Say they start Sesko against everybody. Do you want people to play the way you want them to play so that you can beat them? People they play long against you think they don't have sense. They know say if they follow you do tiki-taka, you go outplay them, go score them. So it is their own prerogative to make it more difficult for you. That's why you as a manager are supposed to get plan A, plan B, plan C, and plan D. So all these every day market day, you come and complain. I don't really understand. You are a top manager but crying out loud. So what's all this? So I know it don't make any sense to me. You the man just the lament gets. Now Liverpool have kept just 2 clean sheets in their last 18 games across all competitions. You get, and in that time they have conceded 28 whooping goals, which is quite crazy. You get, and me personally, I want to make the run continue against Brentford at the GTEC. You see that long ball when they complain of, you never see anything because once they go for the GTEC Community Stadium, like their food be that long ball, their food they go back and give you any which way you want that. I trust Keith Andrews now, even the coach of Brentford. I trust him. So I go to their back that day. I have a strong feeling Liverpool. All right, so that's all of us. Let's read the message from one of our sponsors, Mr. Jonas, who has this Acura MDX. 2010 model, mileage is 118,213 kilometers, 100% accident free, extremely clean, slightly used locally, and the location is Owerri. Now the color is grey, the price is 12 million naira. So if you're interested in this car, you can contact Mr. Jonas on 00393846604. Like I told you, the number is at the bottom of the screen. Write it down if you're interested, and these are other pictures of the car. So if you're interested, do the needful. Now, away from that, Fabrizio Romano going to let us know Arsenal don't keep 9 clean sheets in the last 12 games this season, and these are all the games we've played. This is our record. So you see that red we did there, that Liverpool red, multi you repay me. I swear, you repay me, because apart from that thing, I can easily tell you say we feel go unbeaten, because you know say if they say we never lose, I will call you go. The players will get more and more belief. So more, if you do another unbeaten, you know, Arsenal sets the unbeaten record. Arsenal can't equal the record. If people can't even do them better than the people who do them before, but we don't already lose now. It's no issue. Now the players will not going to keep playing shit. See that Newcastle match. So that one said, but apart from that, this is still a remarkable record. Say 12 games, 9 clean sheets. This is a very, very good record. Now, Marcus Rashford, Politics say people forget I spent 23 years of my life at Manchester United. So sometimes you need a change. I think that might be the case for me, and yes, I'm fully embracing it all. Well, yeah, I'm happy for you. So you go back at this. You do very, very fine. Now, Hendrik, Papa don't come and say I can't break the internet. Now, if Papa can tell in Pekin, say, see, your moment will surely come, whether at Real Madrid or another club, to give that clear impression, to confirm the doubts of many people. Say January, Hendrik, the reason saying will leave Madrid, not permanently, on loan, to get playing time. Hendrik, they try to see whether he will fit play regularly so that Ancelotti will fit call him for the World Cup when they come. You get? That was why everybody needs regular game time this season. Very, very key, very important. Now, Paul Merson and Chris Sutton going to make Arsenal versus Crystal Palace prediction as Juggernaut's claim is made. Now, let's start with Paul Merson. They say I don't think Crystal Palace can play the way they played against Bournemouth in this game. People are talking about Jean-Philippe Mateta missing that chance in the end and how close they were to winning, but that goal would never have stood because there was a clear foul in the build-up. Palace deserved credit for getting back and through the game. Wasn't at 33, I mean, to them play for that game. It was a high-scoring encounter. Now, Arsenal are so efficient and they have quality players. I'll be shocked if they didn't win the league from here. Arsenal steamrolled Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. Who does that to the Simeone's team? Atletico were 2-0 down against Liverpool and drew 2-2 before eventually losing 3-2 when they went down 2-0 to Arsenal. It felt like the game was over already. Arsenal are mind-blowing at the back and they have some nice fixtures coming up. In fact, Arsenal don't play Man City or Liverpool until the new year. The title race could be all over by then because in the future, Arsenal will already knock everybody. Now, Declan Rice affects the game more than any other midfielder playing the number 8 role in the Premier League as an all-round package who contributes at both ends of the pitch. I don't see anyone better than him. Enzo Fernandez is good when he gets forward with the ball, but can't do what Rice does in defense. No way. Palace did well to go unbeaten in 19 games, and now they are without a win in their last 2 games. I don't think they will get the result at Emirates Stadium this weekend. My prediction is 2-0. Now, when you remember what Oliver Glasser talk in the beginning, say him know the plan we go do. Could it be that the plan is to park the bus? Normally, Crystal Palace not the park bus. That's why Messi in the talk say the way they played against Bournemouth, so they come all out, express themselves. He no think say they go play like that against Arsenal. Could it be? Say Baba don't learn lessons. Say if I come outside against this, because if you watch that Arsenal Atletico Madrid game, the biggest lesson you will learn is that when you come outside to play Arsenal, you create or you leave enough spaces for them to exploit and beat you. But when you are compact and you don't come outside, at least you stretch the game and hope to God that one chance can come from nowhere, could be a penalty, could be anything, and you just score. Because when Atletico Madrid they compact, it wasn't easy until we scored the first goal. They now decided to change their shape to come and equalize. We don't give them back in 14 minutes. They no see and coming, you get. So maybe that could be the lesson Arsenal learned from watching the Arsenal Atletico Madrid game. We don't really know. All of us they project now, you get. But I will be highly surprised if them come the Emirates Stadium, come play us, like come out. I'm going to be surprised, but I'm there to be shocked. My shock absorber is working. Let's see how it will be. Now, Chris Sutton, instead of going to talk about this match, Sutton said Crystal Palace have given Arsenal some trouble in the past, but how can anyone back against Mikel Arteta's side at the moment? Like, how can you back anybody and say they will beat Arsenal at this moment? They are like a juggernaut. You get, and not just because of their strength at set pieces. Victor Gyökeres got a couple of goals for the Gunners in the Champions League in midweek, and I can see why Arteta raves about him. Moving forward, people may view Gyökeres as something of a flat track bully, but he's going to score some important goals for Arsenal, and he gives them something they previously lacked up front. If there is a side that can upset Arsenal at the moment, then it is Crystal Palace. I saw them absolutely tear Liverpool to shreds at the Selhurst Park a few weeks ago. Point of correction and direction, Mr. Chris Sutton, I beg to differ. We are not Liverpool. We are not Liverpool. Don't put us in the same sentence. We are not them. One player at Atletico Madrid, I said it. We don't be Liverpool. We go beat you 2-0. You call equalize 2-2. In fact, how many times this is Liverpool don't do them? 2-0, 2-1, 2-2. Against Crystal Palace, it happened 2-0, 2-1, 2-2. Many times you saw it happen. Please. We are not them. Continue the praise. We are juggernauts. We are a mountain. All those are the bad one, but we are not them. Now, they did not lie down against Bournemouth last week either. But going to the Emirates Stadium and hurting Arsenal still feels like a big task or big ask. Hey, why are you talking? It doesn't help that Palace play in the Europa Conference League on Thursday because their squad is not big enough for European football. Now, to talk about this point is right. It's quite unfair. I think Arsenal played on Tuesday. We have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday to rest. Palace played on Thursday. You also have Friday, Saturday. You see, say, they fair. You get. in case of, and their team not be squad, they say then they equipped to play everything, they don't get the kind of squad who will get. So I think yes, what he's saying is part of. In fact, they remind me of that way Manchester City said get the same issue. I think they played Arsenal. What can tell you say normal Pep go complain, you get. But then after the match, he go complain if they no win, you get. And truly, when the receiver talked about it, say how can you not give us time to rest? We are humans, we are not robots, which he is right also. But it is what it is. That's where the calendar puts it. Now, Arsenal squad is, and that is something else that will make a difference here. It is the Gunners' defense that impresses me the most at the moment, though I am only half joking when I say I am not going to back anyone to score against them in the league for the rest of the season, because it is their ability to keep clean sheets that will help them win the title. My prediction 2-0. So Chris Sutton, Paul Messi 2-0. I will see them predict, say Arsenal will beat Crystal Palace, and you know they're far from the truth. Again, it's impossible. It's possible. In fact, first half we don't even score that. So there's a possibility that could happen. Now, away from that, let's bring you a message from another of our sponsor, Mr. Uche, who has a 2007 Toyota RAV4 American spec. It's a combo car, 6-cylinder engine, 5.6 capacity. Then the mileage 110,225 kilometers. The location is Lagos. Very affordable, 10 million naira. If you are interested in this Toyota RAV4, contact Mr. Uche on WhatsApp strictly +234 70 388 69667. The number is there on the bottom of the screen. So contact him. There are other pictures of the car. So if you're interested in this beauty, look at the engine, very neat engine, get in touch with him. Now, away from that, Arsene Wenger and Michael Owen come in agreement on Arsenal and Liverpool title battle. Now, so Babakari talks say, Owen can say, I tipped Liverpool to win the Premier League before the season. But now, I would like to say I'm going for Arsenal. They look strong. But Liverpool are still a good side, though, not far off. They are good, though. I don't fancy Man City as much as this year. You get, say Liverpool good, though, Man City good, though, but you see Arsenal, they feel it. Now, my current top four would be Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and Chelsea. For relegation, I would say Lisbon, Woes. Nottingham Forest might escape it with their managerial change, but those three look the most at risk. Yet now, as a Wenger, whether they ask and whether they see Arsenal as title contenders, was telling the BN Sport. So Wenger said yes, without any hesitation. You might say I say this every year, but I believe this year they are really equipped to deal with any problems, be it from suspension, be it from injury, any type of problem. They are able. Now, Carlos Cuesta, maybe Ateta former coach, the former assistant, we don't go, I think Parma and Syria, they call the accuse and say in the copy Arsenal as Ateta style. Then they use for there. When I read the reports, guys, even one journalist here come they criticize and this and that. So why not use your own style? This one, that one, that. Say, in fact, I got the vex because which was the style you're making use. Obviously, you will take some things of Ateta, out some of your own. How did this Ateta start? When you come Arsenal, we are using Man City blueprints. Obviously, when the brand they talk say if you look at Arsenal, look at Man City, no different. In fact, if they carry Man City just give us some of the wear now. With this in Man City they play. We use their blueprints, refined it, now took it a step further. So they perhaps when they copy our own blueprints. They want so na normal level when you go learn work, you see the good things where your guy they do, especially if your guy is successful. You don't want to copy a successful blueprints. You know that today successful. Like when people say these things, I begin to wonder. So I bet when I leave the young man, we can try. Okay, make a bust your brain. See Jack Wisher now when they collect your own job for looting. Obviously, he's going to also do the Ateta blueprints there. So what are we saying? So me, I know they're highly surprised. Now, David Seaman, when they talk about BWK race, they give you own prediction on how things will go moving forward. Now, according to Seaman, much of Arsenal's success this season can be attributed to the solid foundations they have built at the back. They are really confident. The unit is brilliant. They all seem to know what each other is doing as well. Simon was saying this of the Arsenal defense. Now, the special thing about it also is when a player comes in, like when Matheus Kelly came in against Atletico Madrid, he knows what he's doing. He knows what the back two are doing, and it's a great unit. You then get the confidence of Raya at the back, who is fantastic with his feet, and is also making some really crucial saves as well. So that back line is looking really, really solid. Now, I think the squad is a good mix of experienced players and then young players, and then that's what you always want. You don't want a team full of young players because you don't know what you're going to get. And then at the other end, it might be a little bit slower. But the mix at Arsenal at the moment is fantastic. Now, if we talk about Victor Gyökeres, he's getting used to the team, he's getting used to the teammates, and he's getting used to the pace of the Premier League. Ex-Arsenal and England goalkeeper Seaman was telling TalkSport when they were asking him about Victor Gyökeres. Now, talking about young players, there's something that a lot of players, especially the foreign guys, when they first come here, and Gyökeres they talk about, they find it really difficult to get used to the pace and the physicality. As we have seen, Gyökeres loves a bit of physical action in there, so give him time. He's getting better and better, he's getting fitter and fitter, and I'm sure there's going to be more goals scored. Just like Gyökeres has already promised Thierry Henry, say, Baba, this is just the end of shit. Get our goals plenty. I will deliver my pony unit when I enter the Arsenal field. Now, I saw this particular video that struck me. Young boys, they play and they lose. They lost to St. Gallen. Now, you see that guy wake up, a fan. The fan come enter almost close to the pitch. When they follow the young boys play at the top, they para for them. Just the para, just like saying they educate all of the young men, they just come down, they watch out. I don't know what the guy they talk about, but the guy don't talk, blah 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 blah. And so, more. This guy get chance. You know, this kind of stuff happen for EPL now. The player will come close to where the player, fan will come where the player, they call the para for them. Maybe now outside the stadium, or maybe the parking lot, just as they go across. They make an Arteta by the parking lot. So imagine saying I'm going to do well, all those era of Arteta out, Kroenke's out, so security if you lose guard, fan will not near you, para for you, they tear for you. Now normal level for that side, but for I don't think this is a normal level. So that's what it does. Now for the match you want to play on Sunday against Palace, so the referee will be in charge. Son Bramall, so he has been appointed the referee for Arsenal and Crystal Palace on Sunday. Chris Kavanagh is also on VAR. So that's what it just be. Now, let's bring the message for another of our sponsors, Mobile Wealth Associates and Co Limited, to the N2 construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shop protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you call them on +234 8064642234, and they're located at number 7 Kenwood Road on Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. So the biggest news of the day, now the fact say Oliver Glasner, with the Crystal Palace manager, when they talk say them know what them go do for the Emirates Stadium to stop us. Now we will leave them. In fact, say today will be Friday, he will tell us what he will do the plan. Say today. In fact, I dey wait. I will go find out in press conference. Make I go watch, make I hear what he will talk, because last night they'll come back with us. No pass like that. So my dear lovers, with everything being said, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show events that come your way. This time we need to give you the evening. So thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Not get bounce. All right, guys. Ciao.